I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm a little bit irritated by a lot of things, so if my tone in this video is a bit off, please understand. Okay? I'm so sorry. But I can't say it's fully with Dandadan, but I just had to deal with a mouse. Well, by deal with it, I don't know. Like, we have like this sticky like paper thing, and I was trying to rip it off and it was not ripping off properly. I guess it was like marinating for too long that like the two pieces of like paper conjointed and fused into their own thing, but here we are, right? I put away like half of it. Maybe our mouse problem will be gone, but that's freaking annoying. But what's also a little bit freaking annoying is I'm not enjoying Dandadan like I used to, which is almost heartbreaking. At least like to me it's quite heartbreaking. I will continue to make these videos until I feel that okay, this series has like gotten to the shitter or something like that. And I don't know. I don't want to do that at the same time. I don't think the series has longevity to like 400 chapters kind of thing. I can see it hit like 300, in which I got a job for the next like 2 years at least, right? Because God, he's not doing like every week. I mean, he is right now, but Tatsu needs a break, which means yeah, if we're hitting the 300 mark with this manga, yeah. But the feeling with the chapter, and I just noticed like with Egan's notes, random fighting chapter meh. He enjoys this. So he might have just like written it for me. At least he enjoys the fighting. Maybe he didn't enjoy it in this one, because I didn't. I think it's interesting that we're seeing Vamola kaiju involvement again. It's a bit of cheek from Tatsu, and I greatly like appreciate that because like that's impressive to keep the manga perfectly aligned with what the anime is about to do. Because spoilers, although I don't know why you're here if you haven't read up to this point, Vamola is coming up, and there's no fucking way they don't end like Dandadan season 2 without like a Vamola kiss. That would ruin the fandom. Everybody will be absolutely shitting themselves, except for like Momo Aira shippers. I don't know where that came from, right? They would rather like, I don't know, like pull the hair out of themselves, off their hair, off the top of their head. I am not composed at all. But we're going with this take. We're going with this take. It's interesting. It's that part of it. That part of it is interesting. The rest. Okay. Let's get into why I'm not so pleased with what's happening. So obviously there's the fighting part, right? Boo me. I don't like fighting. I don't like superhero movies. I don't like all that crap. It's nice when I understand the direct correlation with them, and Dandadan, there usually is. But I think what it was for me is I was so done with this like ninja thing. We had Enenra, we had the fight with Enenra and Jiji, and the cheek of using Evil Eye. But I'm so done. I really like I think it's something it almost feels like the equivalent of Okarun, like having his like balls like snatched and it's like a goose chase for that. Maybe we're just getting it from Momo. But I'm not that engaged. I like because it just doesn't feel so close. Like it maybe it's because I'm not binging it anymore or something. You guys can make like form your like views on it and stuff like that. But it feels so dragged out. And this goose chase to make Momo not small again is it's so exhausting. It feels like we're going into another like arc, I guess, which I'm not in the mood for. But like again, you're not making this manga just for me. Some people will probably enjoy it. And a lot of you might disagree with me. But I'm just not feeling it. I am just not feeling it. Let me have a look. It is nice to see Vamola protect like the crew. And it is nice to see also kind of some stuff that we see and think, oh, is this like arbitrary? Or is there like a logic to it? And Tatsu being a nerd, we kind of should have known, right? Where there's a level to creating the, I think it's the blank space, the empty space. God, I don't know why I keep calling it blank space, but with empty space, that's got a finite amount of time. But it feels like forever, like in some like situations, right? So I guess that explanation was nice. The Vamola parallels are nice. I'm not really digging much else. Sorry. Sorry. I don't know. We got a chapter tomorrow. I'm glad I was able to get this video out for you guys at some point, for you guys late night gremlins that were wondering, where is she? Where, like, where's the fucking video? Like, that sort of thing. I even posted a short in the meantime. I'm trying my best. I really am. I guess like on a heart-to-heart sort of thing right now, or on a reel. Not been doing so great mentally. I think some of you guys already know that. I might have even said that in a previous video. So maybe my enthusiasm for Dandadan isn't quite there at the moment. But I'm trying to push through. I really am. As you notice, this is Sunday night that I'm going to be posting this, right? I'm going to quickly make a thumbnail for this and post this up, right? Promote it on the Discord, etc., etc. It feels like the only thing that's really motivating me to post this, like to really get me going, and I think it's like a willpower thing. Like I feel mentally drained a lot of the time. And then in the morning or in the afternoon when the chapter comes out, we got construction noises and all that bullshit. I know that some people can't hear it, but I don't know, like I get overstimulated even if you can't hear it. Like it's so fucking much. It wakes me up. So yeah. sorry to add that ramble to this Dandadan chapter, but I really don't have too much to add to it. We discussed it, check. But if we haven't discussed it to your liking, I apologize. Here's for a more interesting chapter tomorrow. Here's for a constructionless, I feel good sort of day where I can get a chapter review like out like basically immediately. Wouldn't that be cool? Okay, ciao.